Now let's jump inside Harmony. So I opened the original scene. As you can see, the guy is jumping and going inside. So there's this mask which was enabled for the movie, and here is the character going inside. First step, we need to select the screen and create what is going to be seen inside. So I will use a lot of shortcuts during these tutorials. I shall explain and mention each and one of them. Please forgive me if I forgot one, because it's one of my favorite skills is to use shortcuts. So first step is to create a group of the screen mask. Right click, group, and group selection, or Ctrl G, or if you see group selection with composite, which will be easier, Ctrl Shift G. So first step is create a group inside screen and go inside. So zoom in, zoom out. I use the arrow key 1 and 2. Here is the screen mate, screen mask, my composite, multiple out, multiple in. And first step is to go and select a picture I've just actually downloaded from a free website, free source pictures, and I modified it. So here is the sand, which is located outside. So I select it, right click, and I want to cut, go inside and paste. Alright, here is the sand. I linked it to my peg, and if it's really huge, I modify the position and the scale. Try not to animate, undo. Okay, not to animate. So here it is. I will use also shortcuts for position, rotation, and translation, which I've created on my own, because as you know, you can easily manage shortcuts in Harmony 12, even in 11 and 9 and 8. So here is the sand. Sorry, up, I move it a bit down and scale it. Okay, I'm gonna keep a bit of extra texture outside the mask, because later I will add a distortion FX, and for that I need some extra texture here for the FX not to be seen on the border. So here is the sand. Second step is to create what we shall call a sky, which is the water actually. Forgive my poor English, because sometimes I will miss some words and try to explain it the best I can. So create a gradient and put it up here. Okay, behind the sand, actually behind the screen too. So first is to be put here, second here, and if I go there, I will see I have 1.8, 1.8, so it's totally vertical. I go inside the multi-wheel and I shall use something like these, and here the same but darker. Okay. Okay, sorry, and here it is. I have the sand, which would be the sky or the water, the gradient, and the screen mask behind. Second step is I want to change the color of the sand. So I will go inside my filters, take a channel selector, and remove the red from my sand layer. Then I add a color scale. I'm gonna pick in the node library, of course, and link it up behind. I will add some blue, bit of blue. For this I need to render it. I will reduce the value because I want it darker, and maybe add a bit of saturation. So here it is. I have my sand and I have my gradient here. So I will take this up -6, oops, will be easier. 1.8, 1.8, 6.6. Okay, then what I want to do is to remove this lightened part of the end of the sand. So I will duplicate my gradient, put it up in front of the sand, and go inside and reduce this part. So Shift C to remove all the points, and Shift F11 if I want to see them again. Okay, and what I want is the lighter part to be totally transparent. Here it is. Okay, and this gradient I want it to be seen only inside my sand mask. I will use a cutter. Remember that is inverted, it's outside by default, so I revert it, and here it is. I can put it down, then I shall reduce transparency, something like this. Okay, let's say it's okay. Let's say it is okay.